Menu narration set to 100. Menu narration set to 100. They'll pop your melon in front of those seeds over that beef and broccoli. He poked his chest, now he can't breathe over that ego popping. I put that glass on my wrist and went window shopping. Gotta sow your seeds, they wouldn't believe on all of the fruits that blossom. Got the enemy toppled, I got the energy turning like 20 more notches. I've been trusting the process, no other option really is bigger than me. Feeling, shedding skin till I make my way up.
At the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They can't be any better as we hit the halfway mark. A perfect 7-0 on the year.
And when we looked at this team in August and we looked at the schedule, we thought they had the potential to get off to a hot start. I don't think either of us expected 7-0.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Chargers, they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers are 5 straight.
So many different reasons teams hit the losing skids, but the best way out of it, something has to happen positive early in the game.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And leading them out is their 5th-year quarterback.
We saw something last week you don't see very often. Team loses, but the quarterback, the trigger man, Offensive Player of the Week in the AFC. That's pretty impressive.
You rarely see that. Of course, don't worry, folks. He said the obligatory, I would have traded that for a victory any day of the week.
Yeah, no doubt about it, but still, he must have played awfully well to win it when his team lost.
He'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. You look at this Steeler defense. They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And this is what we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. And the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Here we go. Deputy Ryan.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. This now a 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Operating from the gun. Barry got his man complete over the middle. It's Torres. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 32-yard line.
Well, another completion right there. And again, Charles, good time in the pocket. That offensive line on this opening drive been really solid.
They've been more than solid. They've really tamped down the pass rush and kept him safe in the pocket, able to look around, find his target, and deliver. He's got to make sure he tells their offensive line in the huddle, thanks, fellas. Let's keep it going.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one goes for 30 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
And they'll run again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Operating from the gun. Barry. A hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sign of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open. Just a split second too late on the release.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
Every quarterback in the NFL has a little bit of his own signature style out there, but for this guy, he really plays the game in a different way. It's led to a couple double takes from us up here as we see him as something truly unique. It's not that he's just the strongest passer or the best athlete to ever play the position. He just has a certain way of seeing the action, and it allows him to make some special plays out there.
The numbers for him from a week ago. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
Viking 18.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Let's go. Past the 60.
Here's Scott. That'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Great first drive defensively. 3rd and short, able to stop the run.
And what it does is it gives not just confidence to your defensive players, it gives an overall feeling of, okay, we've established things here early. We can carry this throughout the game.
19, Mustang 19. 79 Broncos.
Fourth down. Here's Gabriel. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Come on. Hit. 70 Timberwolf. Ready, right?
On the carry, this is Scott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Ready up.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
18 Cardinal. Let go.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
And this was a little bit of the knock on him coming out of college. Sometimes the concentration could wander a bit. This should have been a big play, but somehow he's not able to corral it.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Hawk 70. Ready.
Gabriel going to throw for it. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Let's go now.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
At the 43.
After one on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Off the play fake. Barry. Throw left side complete. That's Knight. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play.
And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Castro. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 31-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9 now. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Castro. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. And here's a handoff out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Bronco 80.
Looking to throw. Barry. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead grows to 10-0. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. This offense making its way back out, led by their running back. And he has been a monster in the red zone here these first couple of months of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in rushing touchdowns.
Ready, set.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Ready.
And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Got it. 79, 18, Rattler, 18, Rattler. Mustang 19, 65, Panther 11, Panther 11.
From the gun, it's Gabriel. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards on his first catch, hits a first down as well.
And this may be the one to build on right here. It's the second quarter. They've got nothing on the scoreboard as of yet. They need to put something together, and this is a good start as they get the completion there for good yardage and a first down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
Ready up.
Second down and 8.
Ready. 18 Cardinal.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they'll get to it after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with a bandit.
He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs.
That's about what you would expect, since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
19 light. 60 Maverick. Buffalo 18. Warriors 70. Ready.
To the air is Gabriel. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
70 Timberwolves. Ready,
Now Scott. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He sets to fire deep. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
So on fourth down, Austin McNamara comes on to punt. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Throwing to start the drive. Barry. He's got a man downfield. It's Harris. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Off the bootleg. Barry. On the RPO, he'll keep it. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
This is a great decision right here. Out of the pocket to his left, and he knows if he waits too long, the defense is going to be all over him. So he makes a decision to go and wins the race to the pylon.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Throw left side, complete to Scott. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Stephanie! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let go.
Well, this time they'll just keep this on the ground. Oh, he sheds himself free. Inside the 20. And he's in for the touchdown. The final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. This offense and their running back headed back onto the field. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
Back to Taylor on first down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers 31. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
3rd and 1.
Here we go. Set. Travis, go.
They'll go again with Reynolds. And he's got the first as they bring him down at the 28-yard line.
They just flat out dared him to throw the football, didn't they? Did you see the defense?
It was like a goal line formation.
I mean, just stacked it right up and said, go ahead and throw it. You can have that one. But how about them accepting the challenge and saying, no, we're going to run it anyway. They picked it up.
They didn't care, even with the added reinforcements. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 97 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Pushing and finding his way in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Steelers have cut it back within a score. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Steelers 14.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are the Chargers to take over. They've dropped 5 straight coming in, so right now cherishing this lead. And they've got the football as well, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Cougar 19.
Throwing to start the drive. Barry. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
And this one too low.
They approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Throw left side complete. That's done. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Go! Get it!
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Back to throw.
Barry. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Castro. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 56 yards.
And what a letdown after a huge play. He's going to pull this in and then set sail for the end zone. And he nearly made it, too. But he's going to be tracked down just short of the goal line. So a big play there that's going to set him up with first and goal at the 1-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's go.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal. Off play action. Barry. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers add 6 to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 31, here's a 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Ready? Cowboy 8.
Give to Reynolds. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Ready? Viking 18. Ready?
A run here on first down with Reynolds. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Let's go now.
They'll run with Scott. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 135 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
They'll take it inside the 25.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Go! 60 Bison, 60.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he will have a Steelers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Ready, set.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Past midfield, look out. And it'll be an excellent return as he's all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Reload!
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go. Set.
Here's 2nd and 8.
Fires the out route and completes it to Harris.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
19,
so
Tiger,
1st and goal,
Tiger.
6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Looking to throw. Barry to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Let's go. Hot 70. Hot.
Back to throw. Barry. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that will lead to a 3rd and goal.
Ready? 70 Lions.
They'll look to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
On the touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
18 Cardinal.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Cougar 19. Let's go.
Up the middle they go. It's Scott. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50.
And even 150 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and a couple.
They go again with Scott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. A big play here. 3rd and 2.
Ready.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Here we go, Scott. Bronco 80.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Now 1st and goal.
Ready.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
To the right side, this is Taylor.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
They'll hand off to Reynolds.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Here's a big one. It's 4th and goal.
Ready. 19.
QB sneak, Richardson.
And he's in for the touchdown. And barring a miracle, the extra point can win this football game. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now the extra point. And they have got the lead.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. This is 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the Steelers, they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our